Hello and welcome, Richard here. There's a very good question today. Can logic be applied in practical situations? Can you provide an example of applied logic being used in real life? As it happens, yes I can. First aid is a trained response to human crises. As a martial arts instructor, I had to become qualified and proficient in first aid in order to teach publicly. One aspect of this training was the importance of very quickly summing up what was going on in the midst of chaos and acting efficiently. This has to be applied logic, followed by super fast practical action, when seconds mean the difference between life or death, and of course the mental trauma and physical suffering which goes with the emergency. When I was a young apprentice signwriter attending trade school in Melbourne, Australia, I witnessed a remarkable example of logic applied practically. A small group of us would go to a diner just near the trade school for lunch. We were all very good friends with the owners and chatted on friendly terms whilst eating. It was run by two lovely Italian sisters. The elder sister had a small baby, 6 to 9 months old, and she kept an eye on the child through the door of an adjoining room as she served behind the counter. One day after checking on the baby, she ran screaming from the adjacent room. She was absolutely hysterical. My baby, choking is all she could say. Both her and her sister flew into a raging panic. But here is where things changed in an instant. Colin, always the comedian in the group, snapped into focus, leapt from his seat and shoved his way quickly through the customers at the counter. We watched in awe as he jumped over the ice cream counter, dodged between the two distraught women and scooped the lifeless baby into his arms. Looking for a flat surface, he wiped the counter clean with a wave of his forearm. He laid the child down, turned its head and cleared its throat with confidence and precision. At this age, the infant was blue and not moving. He never wasted a moment. He applied exactly the right amount of pressure suited to a small child, as he alternately used CPR and mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. At this stage, we ran into the jammed Melbourne traffic to try and flag down anyone who could help us to get this child and its mother to hospital. The people were unresponsive. We even hailed an ambulance who would not help. Just then, one of our group, who pulled up in his car, had taken it upon himself to run to the car. A really old Citroen, as it happened, with big curly mudguards and a wood grain dash. The kind you see in old French movies. The baby was breathing now and its colour was coming back. We bundled the mother and child into the car and charged off into the traffic to make way for the unusual rescue vehicle as it barged its way through the chaos. The younger sister calmed herself and returned to serve the customers, who had all witnessed this remarkable event, the saving of a life, while they stood motionless waiting for their lunch. Back at school, the word came back to us that baby girl and her mother were both fine and in good health. The makeshift rescue mission was a success. Colin received many pats on the back and we all went home feeling pretty good about ourselves. I have been involved in other situations where logic has been used practically, but I think I have said enough for one day. So, cheers for now, thanks for reading, thanks for watching, and thanks for the question. Take care of yourselves till we meet again.